Welcome to a new way to explore your data with the Metadata Analyst Agent, your personal data assistant right within our platform. Getting started is a breeze. Once you're logged in, located in the bottom left-hand corner will be the Analyst Agent. From here, you can start asking any questions such as, what are my top performing campaigns last month, or how are my budget groups pacing? The agent responds with quick, actionable insights to keep you informed. If you're not sure what to ask, what you can do is you can click on any of these options here, which will list any of the suggested questions that we suggest asking. For instance, selecting this one here, which ad type performed the best this year, will pre-fill the chat with that question. One tip is changing the time frame, which will give different results depending on the time frame that you add. For instance, if you say last year, once you have your question ready, all you have to do is just hit enter. After about 20 to 30 seconds, the agent will give a response back based on the question and include different information about the ad format, the insights here about how much was spent, etc., and any key findings that the agent found also. You can also ask follow-up questions by asking a question down here at the bottom with the chat, which you can see here I did, and I asked a follow-up question about if these ads generated any pipeline. And then again, after about 20 to 30 seconds, the agent will respond back, and you can see here now it's also included details about the pipeline. Part of the chat is the ability to also rename the chat. For instance, if I want to call this a different chat, and then after that, I want to add it to my favorites, which can be done up here with the menu item. And you can see here on the left-hand panel, I have some favorites that I've added from before. Clicking on those will go to that favorite where I can either unfavorite it again, or I can rename it, or I can delete it from here also. On the left-hand menu is also the three dots, which is where you can also favorite and rename and delete the chats also. And clicking on View All here will go to the chat history, where I can see all my recent chats that I've done from before. I can select them, I can delete them from here also. Clicking on the chat, I can go back to the one that I had asked from before. And located at the bottom is a question about if the response was helpful, where you can either give it a good response if you like the response, or if you didn't like the response, then you can give it a bad response from here also. You can also copy the details that is returned from the response, where you can paste those into Slack or into a document, etc. Part of the analyst agent is if you go back to somewhere else in the platform, and located in the top right-hand corner will be the analyst agent pop-out menu item. And from here, for instance, if I go to audiences, or if I go back to campaigns, then I can copy a campaign, for instance, into the chat here if I want to do a comparison between different campaigns or different ingredients that are part of that campaign. Inside the pop-out menu item is the ability to see the suggested questions also. Selecting those will pre-fill the chat. Thanks for joining me on this quick tour of the Metadata Analyst Agent. Dive in and empower your decision making today. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our support team at support@metadata.io. Happy exploring.